Well, Enes, you have never been afraid to speak up for what you believe in. You have actually taken on dictators, powerful governments, massive corporations, and now you're taking on the WNBA. You felt the need, apparently, to get involved after you heard about some of these women who actually play in the WNBA saying they'd be willing to have men join their league. I mean, tell me about your reaction when you first heard this.
So I remember it was right around my birthday in May. I was watching the WNBA game because I'm actually a huge fan of the game. And I remember one of the players, her name is Gabby Williams, and she went after the game, I think she was doing an interview, and she literally said, I welcome a trans athlete on my team any day, and it would not be a problem if I ever play against a trans athlete. So I was like, okay then, if all the coaches, if all the players and all the, the league itself is cheering for it, so then I'm like, you know what, that gave me the brightest idea. I looked at the collective bargaining and I was like, there is no rule against it. Section 13 literally said, if you identify as a woman, you're allowed to play, And I was like, let's do it.
Oh, and you have actually declared for the 2027 WNBA draft. So are you actually ready to get out there on the court? Would you be physically going out there, or was the idea to kind of draw attention to this and really have them answer a question that is basic and should be very basic and asked, which is, what is a woman?
So I played basketball in NBA for 11 years. I mean, I averaged a double-double, and it was an amazing time. I had so much fun with my teammates. So I love the game, and I am ready to play. I'm prepared to play. So I know I'm 34 years old, and I think I will be the best draft pick in WNBA history, literally.
We know that there have been meetings between kind of the legal authorities, some of the owners of the teams, to talk about this. What do you think should happen here?
So there's other major sports that obviously closed that loophole. They added like a biological, female or born female in their collective bargaining. But when I looked at them at WNBA, they didn't have any kind of, reference that says biological or anything like that. So I was like, and all the coaches, I was watching this game, and I believe the coach of the Minnesota, right, came out with that trans kids belong. So I was like, if there's no rule against this, if all the coaches are okay with it, think about how much money I can bring. Think about all the endorsement deals.
Well, it's interesting because they have some star athletes who have garnered a lot of attention, who you would think they would probably lean into. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and it feels like they've actually gone in the opposite direction. So whether or not they're willing to actually save their own sport kind of still remains to be seen. Are you surprised more of them aren't standing up for women and women's sports?
Well, I wish they did, but this is a movement. I'm not only out there fighting by myself. I had, so far I had conversation with 2 former NBA players, 3 European players and 3 G League players. They have no idea. The WNBA had no idea what they are about to face. They're still trying to figure out what a woman is. So let's see if they can figure that out. So let's see what kind of rules that they're going to come up with.
You are no stranger to standing up and speaking up whenever you feel like your beliefs are challenged. You have called out human rights atrocities for many years. You've been a voice for the voiceless in Turkey, in China, in Russia, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela, the Middle East. Most people in your position would stay away from anything controversial, but you have actually leaned into it, which is interesting.
Well, I feel like God gave me this huge platform, and I'm trying to use this platform to be the voice of all those innocent people out there who don't have a voice. I mean, that was my goal. So this is literally God's work.
There actually has been a very high cost to you for this. I mean, You have been kind of cut off from your family, right? You have faced arrest warrants, death threats. You have probably given up millions of dollars for directly going after the NBA. Do you look back at all of these things and say it's worth it?
Well, freedom is not free, and it comes with a sacrifice. I mean, I haven't seen my family almost 14 years now. And because I wanted to stand up for all the, human rights abuse happening in China, I mean, they kicked me out of the league when I was 29 years old, and that cost me around $45 to $50 million.
Are you prepared for what may happen based on the fact that now you have gone after the WNBA? Because I'm sure there's probably people coming for you now too.
I mean, I only fear God and God only. Everyone bleed like me. So I know this is God's work, and I'm not going to give up. And I have no regrets, you know, because whenever I sit down with all these families, I just had a basketball camp in New York. And I remember all the families were coming up to me and saying, thank you. We would like to thank you for what you're doing for our daughter. You know, we are having these basketball camps. And after the basketball camps, we are all sitting down on the basketball court and we're talking about why freedom is so important and so fragile, why we should care about our rights in America, why we should care about democracy. And it's been amazing because now all these kids obviously asking me questions about so many things, because unfortunately, many of them is being brainwashed by many apps out there, like a TikTok or many other apps out there. But I think once we sit down and have these conversations, they appreciate America more. They appreciate this country more, just like my teammates. I remember one time I walked into locker room and all my teammates were criticizing America. They were saying, oh my God, America is so, so trash. America is horrible. I walk in the locker room, I'm like, guys, our season is about to be over. Whenever our season over, I'm gonna buy you a first class ticket. Let's go to some of these countries out there like China, like Russia, like Iran, like Turkey, like North Korea. Forget about calling those governments a trash. You criticize those governments, you and your family members will be jailed to death. So people have no idea how blessed we are in this country.
Well, Enes, this has been fun, but we have a basketball court here, so I think maybe we should test out the theory that you're ready for the WNBA draft.
So I can show the whole world.
Let's go see what you got.
Yes.
All right, but in real life, Enes.
Okay. Oh.
Oh my God. Let me ask you this though, Enes. So whenever you look at the WNBA, Sophie Cunningham, I think, has been so amazing. She's gotten so many people behind her. All these young girls are looking up to her, but she's gotten a lot of heat for being willing to speak out about something like you are right now. 73% of Americans, though, agree that biological men should not be playing against women. There have to be other women in the WNBA who feel that way, but they're not speaking out. What would you say to them?
First of all, I want to say she's an American hero.
Yes.
Everywhere she goes, I see now a lot of people are coming out and actually defending her. But obviously, if you're standing up for something that you believe in, you're going to get hate all the time. But I think she's inspiring not only the players in WNBA, but girls from all over the world, not only in America, because I get so many messages and they're saying that from all over the world. Wow. They're saying, now, hey, if you ever see Sophie, can you please say hi to her? It's just amazing what she's doing, and I think she's gonna go down to one of the faces of the league, I think.
Where do you see all of this going? Where do you think the end of this is?
I think the end. That's a really good question. I believe, you know, that the parents need to stand up for their children. Because, you know, if I was a parent, I wouldn't want my kid to be in the same locker room, same showers, or same bathroom with a biological, you know, male. So, and if my ever daughter came out and says, hey, I have a man or I have a biological male taking a shower in the same locker room as us, I will just go crazy. So I feel like this shouldn't even be like a right or left issue. This should be like a common sense. But I think America, we need more people like Sophie Cunningham to come out and stand for what they believe in.
Well, you're one of them.
So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.